what are you dealing with on a day-to-day basis?
Well,
Mostly seeing her children grow up without her,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that they do and the funny things they do, and that she's not here to see it
Mm-hmm.
because she was always so proud of her kids. Uh, she was always would always tell everybody, of course, first of all, how beautiful her children were, and second of all, how smart they are. So she that's probably one of the hardest things, and seeing what they deal with because they still talk about her. Um, and they still have a lot of memories of their mom and dad and what went on.
You kind of laughed when you said how smart they are. It looked like maybe somebody you remember something one of them did or something. Am I accurate there? I mean, is there something?
Oh
one
yeah,
of them said?
they're always coming up with something. I'm trying to think of something that Avery said the other day that, well, we're talking about this remembrance service that we're going to have Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, well, why are they having a remembrance service? And they said, well, we said to remember your mommy, and she said, I don't need anybody to help me remember my mommy because I remember her.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Can
that
you
is
think of
cute.
anything?
oh, I can think of a lot of things. This you asked what we think about every day, day to day. Anybody that's ever had someone come up missing and or died unexpectedly, and they can empathize with the idea that you miss them.
Mm-hmm.
You miss the heck out of them. You just can't stand it. But the thing about that is, you take and make that person disappear. Just they're gone. That you may never ever see that body again or know what happened to them exactly. That, like I say, that makes those feelings multiply 100 times. And I don't know what if it'll ever be better. I really don't know.
Okay.
Has to be. I couldn't last, I don't think.
I mean, so I mean, it's still pretty raw.
Oh,
Absolutely.
like pouring salt in a wound.
Yeah. I mean, how old are the children now?
6.
6. So they're starting school. I mean, they're
Going first grade.
first grade.
Yeah, just finished kindergarten.
Just finished kindergarten. I mean, what do you have any thoughts about that? I mean, how things have turned for them, and they're.
Oh yes, it's changed their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I know as far as we can't even really watch news programs when they're in the same room because we're always afraid that something's going to come on the television. Mm-hmm. And in fact, I had the kids here one day last week, and they wanted to turn on the radio, and I turned it to a local station, and they was listening to the music, and the news came on, and one of the kids came in and said, they just mentioned my mommy on the radio, and I said, oh, okay. So I don't think she paid attention. She just heard her mommy's name, and we really got to watch that because we really don't want them to know anything right now. We want, until charges are actually brought against him and something happens, then we don't really tell them anything because we're afraid we'll say the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want them to be kids as long as they can be kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea of them growing up that quick, because the minute they hear about their dad being charged with killing their mom, they will grow up immediately, no doubt.
Yeah, and the thing with kids is they're sharp. I mean, like you say, they don't miss a thing. They know
No,
something.
they don't.
No, they can be playing. You don't think they hear a thing, and they hear everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
No, we never ever say anything bad about Clay anywhere near them. We do not talk about him at all.
Okay.
They don't talk about him very much either. They talk about their mom all the time, every chance they get. They love, that's one of their favorite conversations, is tell us about mommy. But as far as Clay's concerned, they seldom ever mention him.
Mm-hmm.
When they do, they just mention something about Daddy took us fishing one time or something like that. And that's about it.
Daddy litters.
Is that what they say?
They do.
Yeah, like I said, kids don't miss a thing.
No.
Do they?
You know, she said, one of them said one day, Daddy did a bad thing. I said, and of course, we're thinking something else, you know.
Automatically.
And I said, well, what did he do? Well, he litters. I said, oh, well, that's not a good thing. No, we're not supposed to do that. I said, you're right, you're not. So it's just, like you said, you'll expect to hear one thing and you're going, okay.
So what other, do you have other stories, involving the kids? I mean, what, how do they brighten your lives on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, they just by being themselves, they're very creative. They love to, one of them loves to make crafts all the time. One of them draws a lot. The little boy likes to play in sports. He likes his grandpa to play catch with him and basketball. And we just be there to help out and take some of the pressure off our daughter and son-in-law so they can relax a little bit.